A sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Kelly Pavlik so attentive when it comes to this moment here. This is where everything he's done, all the hard work he's put in, comes down to one singular moment of concentration. Joe Calzaghe's not throwing any fuel onto the fire for his opponent. He's just making his way down to the ring in a way in which he's checking that time card, ready to punch in and get to work.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up and let's go.
Opening rounds here, scheduled for 12. Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have two speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there. And when he misses, step right back in. Make him pay.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target.
Action body.
Banking away a body shot with the right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him.
Nice work.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Joe Calzaghe's putting his punches to just in a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Teddy, explain this to me. Hey, this fighter was just staggered and stunned. Now all of a sudden he's defending beautifully.
Yeah, because he's on instincts now. Before he was thinking, he was overthinking. That happens out in life in a lot of places. And now he's not. Now just naturally, instinctively, survival mode is there. He's doing all the things, Joe, that he was taught in the gym. Things he couldn't do before because he was worried about doing them. He had too many things clogging his head.
End of the round. And this is a little bit hard to take if you're sitting back at home watching this fight and saying, I just don't get it. I mean, if you want to win the fight, you have to throw punches.
Maybe he doesn't want to win the fight. See, you're taking for granted that...
What, is he scared? He's fearful?
Hey, everybody's scared. Anyone who's in that ring is scared. He's not controlling his fear. He's not taking it, and that's for people in all aspects of life, whatever they do. You have to take whatever it is that can intimidate you, and you got to put it on the side and say, okay, right now, I'm not going to let that get in the way. He's letting it get in the way.
Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, if you're going to rob a bank, you need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You want to get inside? Use the jab.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Pavlik's not putting forth much offense at all. Now, listen, I get it. You put forth some offense, you got hurt, you were stunned in this fight, so now you're strictly thinking defense. But at some point, he's got to change.
Yeah, he does. Otherwise, he can't win this fight. And his opponent is just going to keep coming like that ocean, banging into that shore, and it's going to come further up the shoreline. It's not going to go away.
Let it go!
And now he scores with that left to the body. Scored well up top.
Let's go!
Halfway through round number 2. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. And he ties up on the inside. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Pavlik lands a good hook. That's a hook right to the flank.
Get after him!
Oh, he gets hit by a left hand that he had no clue on. And we come to the end of the round, and he really got to his opponent that time, Teddy. He stunned him.
He stunned him. He's hearing a little tweeting going on, a little singing from the birds in his head.
He reaches in at that right hand, right?
Okay, I'm doing fine. But listen to me. We gotta do a little more. We have to pull ahead of this round, okay? I need more than one punch from you now. More than one.
You don't need that. Throw that away.
So a fresh round is underway. But is it a fresh fighter? Calzaghe's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner to get this over with. Because if he does, I think it's over.
Good job protecting himself. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
In and out! In and out!
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Way to block there.
Hook! Hook!
Teddy, I'm sure so many times you've been approached on the street by guys who say, yeah, I can fight. I've fought a little bit. What's the biggest difference you've found through the years with the guys that think they're tough and the guys that are really in the gym?
Well, when they're out in the street, somebody's going to usually stop it, or you're going to pick up something, you can hit them. You don't have that, of course, in the ring. And also, maybe the most important thing, Joe, is you're not mad. You know, getting mad is like somebody getting a drink in them to open up and all of a sudden start talking. You get mad and you go after what you're mad at. You're in that ring. You don't have that. You don't have that scotch, so to speak, that you can shoot down and get those muscles going.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up.
There's no need to fight his style. You're not gonna win that way.
Got any more of these? I'll give you one. Hold it. More blood? Yeah.
Kelly Pavlik's up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far.
Jump on him. Nice. Come on, kid. Focus.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Gets rid of that body shot. Not able to land the headshot.
Keep your head. Relax.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. To the head he goes with a left hand. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later and something you got to start early and stay with.
Back to the body.
Oh, what a whiff by Calzaghe. He clinches when he gets to the inside. He just looks exhausted to me right now. Calzaghe's accuracy is non-existent. This guy cannot punch a solid target right now.
No, but what this shows, he's missing so many shots. We always think about the damage done when they land. This is showing you the damage that's done when they miss. You get discouraged. You start giving in.
10 seconds remaining in this round. And that's the end of round 4.
Catch him. You got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch him.
You're not winning. You're not losing, kid. But you're not winning. And we have to throw more than this guy. We can pull it ahead. We gotta fight. We gotta keep going. You got it? You gotta do it. Come on.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Calzaghe. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Back to the body.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Work the body.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Nice strike after catching one by Kelly Pavlik.
Good.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. What a forceful hook by Joe Calzaghe. Kelly Pavlik showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Joe Calzaghe's looking really good after that round. Teddy, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a close fight, but I believe it's a fight that he's winning.
Yeah, it's the kind of fight, though, that you can't afford to let up at all. Or do what you just said. Think that you're winning. He can't really think that way. He's got to think that he's got to take one round at a time. The rest of the rounds, he's got to win each one of them.
Nice work. Nice work. Keep it up. These guys never felt a beating like this. Keep the pressure up.
There you go.
to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. A nice block by Joe Calzaghe. Calzaghe's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart and you're slick like this guy and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
Pace yourself.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
That's one.
Nowhere close, that punch by Calzaghe. Havlic's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Not much action as he just ties up.
Moving.
Calzaghe's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scores.
Watch the hook.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round.
Come on, kid. Focus.
Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out. Don't fight his fight, Jimmy.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. He's throwing a lot of punches here. Now, his opponent is showing very, very good movement. What adjustments can he make to deal with that movement?
Well, Joe, when you're fighting a guy who's smart, who's hard to hit, first of all, you got to shorten those punches up. If they're wide, they have no chance at all. And you got to go to the one place that's not moving. Guess where that is? Downstairs.
You're not focused. Pace yourself.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Halfway through the 7th round. Well-targeted left hand by Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep it going.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
Punch. Punch.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And that does it for this round.
You got to take it to him with some big shots without going over the top.
Keep circling. Don't fight his fight. Jab more, jab more, jab more. Don't look for just big punches, okay? Use your speed. Double up on your punches. I want to see those combos.
Calzaghe's strategy is being put forth in a good way here. As we start round number 8, he's ahead on your scorecard, Teddy, by just a bit. Now, if he's to continue on and win this fight, what does he have to do?
Well, he can't fall into the trap, Joe, of being satisfied with what he's done. He has to keep moving forward, keep plowing that field.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Athlete's got to be careful here, Teddy, because he can't stay like this. Yes, he's throwing punches, but not being effective at all.
No, he's not. He's not landing. And that's bad for the scorecards, but as he continues doing this, it's going to be bad for his chin because he's going to start now getting counted. As time goes by, the more he misses, now his opponent's going to start doing the other part. He's going to come back and take advantage of those misses.
Scored well with that right hand to the body.
Work the body, kid. Body shot. Move!
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Calzaghe's commitment to just pure offense is lacking right now. I mean, the guy has to let the hands go.
Well, he was hurt earlier. You know, there was a little short punch on the inside around before, and nobody really noticed it. But guess what? He did. And I think that's why you're seeing him be a little bit unsure of himself and not throwing the punches that otherwise you'd say, hey, come on, how come you're not?
Come on, let's finish.
That is why.
Keep going. Just keep going. You're doing great. But let's keep working out there.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Unable to score with the hook. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Able to get solid. And he goes down for the first time tonight. Calzaghe's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Goes up top with the right hand. Halfway through this round here. And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Kelly Pavlik. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Back to the body.
Let's go, hit him!
Kelly Pavlich, defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Calzaghe's down on your scorecard. I snuck a peek at your scorecard. He's down on your scorecard. But it's still a close and competitive fight, a fight that he's very much alive in.
Yeah, he is, but he's got to go about it like the fight is up for grabs. He can't start saying, hey, you know, I think I'm a little bit ahead, because that's a good way of getting yourself disappointed in anything in life. He better still go after it. Smart, but go after it.
Pick his jab. When he throws the jab, okay, doing well. Let's get him some water. Let's get him some water. Take a deep breath. Relax.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. He was knocked down in that last round. Now he's right back out there.
That 60 seconds has been enough for fighters in his position before. The sport's been around way over 100 years. It's up to him to do the things he needs to do early on in this round.
Keep moving.
Unload.
Looking good.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Nice work. Nice work.
Calzaghe's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. I don't like this at all, Teddy. I mean, it's one thing to stand toe-to-toe. It's another thing to never even move. You got to show some movement.
Maybe he's breaking down. Maybe he's already spit the bit. You know, if he falls down, everybody in the world's going to know that he let himself fall down. He gave up. But there's different ways, different phases of giving in. And this might be one of those phases.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Yeah. He's tired. He's tired.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. You don't have to slug it out with him. You don't have to.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping and throw the lead right hand, all right? I mean, you are winning this fight.
Calzaghe's going to go in one of two directions right here. Either he's not going to have enough left to pull this off, or as I look on your scorecard, and I note that he's only down by a very small margin, he's going to overcome that in these final few rounds.
Yeah, you know, it's going to sound funny, Joe, but it's not about his future right now. It's about his past. He wants to win. He's got to go back to his past. He's got to remember what he put into this. He's got to remember when he made the decision he wanted to be a champ, he wanted to be a fighter, why he did it, what he wanted to get out of this. He's got to remember that now and act on it.
One, two. One, two. Cover your head, kid. Get him. Get him.
Pavlich's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
Patience, son.
Zaggy's able to avoid that punch. Final 10 seconds.
Back to the body.
End of the round is upon us, and we have a fighter in front of us who just looks gassed. He looks tired. Now, Teddy, what can he do to overcome that when this fight starts back up?
Well, first of all, this is where you search into those corners that you're not forced to search. Kind of like when you were a kid and your mother told you to clean your room and go into those little nooks and crannies where you never knew there was dirt. Now you got to start looking into nooks and crannies inside yourself. Places you didn't know were there before. You better find them. You better find them quick.
Time your uppercut when he comes forward. Take it deep.
12th and final round. Havlic's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Just grabbing onto his opponent.
Keep pushing. Double up on your punches.
Halfway through this 12th and final round.
Stay away from those. Head and body, head and body.
Time to bring it home. Final minute of the final round.
Keep working the body.
Havlic's really got a way about him when it comes to his footwork,
There you
his
go.
movement. It's serving him very well defensively.
Yes, it is. He's controlling range.
That's
He's
it,
controlling
just like
distance.
that.
He's keeping his opponent where he wants him.
10 seconds to go in this, the final round. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot.